God will provide. GWP, that is what GWP means to me. That is why that is the name of this channel now. God will provide. And I decided on that name because thinking of different names that I could go with, I always knew that the former name of King Pop was never going to stay with this, resurgence of me posting on the channel. I never thought that that would stay as the name, and so I was trying to think of a name and because when you have a name, you want to incorporate it with, your own real name, with something that you're interested in, with what your videos are about. And so that's what I tried to do. And I was like, well, wait, this isn't actually about me. It's not about me, it's about God. Because I realized that without him, I am nothing. I have nothing. This YouTube channel is nothing. It would still be deserted. There would still be no new videos if it was not for him. And so I came to the conclusion that the channel name across all platforms for a lot of different things will be GWP. God will provide, and he always provides. And so that is the reason of the channel name. And just always remember that wherever you're at in life, God will provide. I wanted my channel name to be a message, to be something that I can be happy of, something that people can look at and not just see me, but see something deeper. And GWP, God will provide, is very deep, because no matter where you're at in life, whether you are at a high point or a low point, God is there. He sees you, he knows you, and he will provide. For example, right here in the Bible, Psalm 34, there's verses here. I'll just read off a few. The eyes of the Lord are toward the righteous, and his ears toward their cry. He sees you and he hears you. When the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all of their troubles. And then this one's one of my favorites because it just really shows, life is hard, but again, GWP, God will always provide and pull us through. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. So yes, you're going to go through trouble with God and without God. But at the end of the day, the ones that seek God and follow God will be pulled out of all of those troubles. And God will never desert us. He will never desert the ones who seek after him, the ones who seek to be righteous, the ones who are struggling and call out to him because they don't know who else to go to. The ones who really want to trust and rely on God. And don't get this confused, because, I used to get confused all the time. Just because you're focused on your sins so much and you feel like you're messing up doesn't mean that you are not the righteous, right? Of course, righteous means whenever I think of righteous, I think of, clean, pure, things like that. But just because you're struggling doesn't mean that you're not one of those people. It doesn't mean that you're not included in the people where it says, many are the afflictions of the righteous. If you're struggling, that's you. If you're struggling and you're looking to God and you're trying to trust in him, that is you. But the Lord delivers him out of all of those afflictions. So even though you are so focused on your sin, which you shouldn't be, and I might make a video on that at another time, it doesn't mean that these verses don't apply to you just because they say the righteous and things like that. If you are seeking to trust God, if you're seeking God, if you want to be free and you're using God as that escape, these things apply to you. So I guess I'll end this video with the last verse of Psalm 34, which I might make a whole video on because it's so important. And the Lord redeems the life of his servants. None of those who take refuge in him will be condemned. And so moving forward, no longer King Pop, no longer anything with my name in it. This channel is fully towards God. You either listen to others or you learn the hard way, or you listen to God, that without him you will find no success. And I learned the hard way. Not only did I not find success, but rather I got burnt out, right? I got burnt out and I lost my focus. And so that's why I want this whole channel to be dedicated to God. I can't guarantee what the videos will be. Probably a lot of me talking. Maybe we'll have, this video is just kind of setting the baseline. This is now God Will Provide, GWP. That's what this channel is, and I can kind of update you on what to expect in terms of videos at another time, but I just want to make this video so that, you guys know. GWP, remember that God will provide. Peace.